You're watching Experience Comic Culture and Sales. Streaming live daily to Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter.
2, 1.
Oh, sorry. Oh, that was the shortest minute and 30 seconds I've ever had in my life. I am so glad to be here. I got lots of comics for sale. And yeah. I'll be with you guys in a second.
For years, I have traveled the world slinging my creator-owned comics at the biggest and hottest cons. Now I'm busting out my personal collection of comics, toys, games, and more in order to bring the fun and excitement of con life right to your screen. There's only one place to get your comics and collectibles and chat live with the greatest showman in modern comics. So bust out your keyboard and get ready to call it in! You're watching Kickin It With Onrie, the live shopping show.
What's up, everybody? You're watching Kickin It With Onrie, the live shopping show. I'm your host, Onrie Compen. It has been a very, very long day. I woke up earlier than I wanted to this morning and got to numbering every single Warline variant ever. This is the last time I'll ever do anything this stupid. Basically, we left a box on the back cover of every single Warline book, and I had to number each one individually and not forget my place, rebag and reboard everything. But it's done, and I'm glad I did it. And it makes these books even more valuable now because you know exactly which number you're going to get. And then after that, I got ready for Dragon Con, which took another 3 hours, a lot of heavy lifting. We shipped out today about 600 pounds of books, and that's going to be 600 pounds of books I got to sell in 4 days at Dragon Con next week, so I'm really looking forward to it. I will have help out there. David Anthony Kraft's wife is going to be joining me out there, JB Kraft. She's actually a comics retailer as well. She's an online reseller. She's got a pretty big eBay store. So when Dak passed away, she inherited his collection and decided that rather than just dump all this stuff, she's going to sell it. And it turns out that Dak has a really rich collection because he was around for the Bronze Age. In fact, he also ran comics interviews. So he got so many comps. He got so much of everything. It's ridiculous how much he accumulated over the years as a collector. But he wasn't a collector. He was a publisher. He was just getting this stuff. And he was getting so much of it, he didn't even know what to do with it. At one point, he had 150 copies of Conan the Barbarian 1, and he used it as kindling for a fire. Can you believe that? That book today is now worth like a couple $100. Pretty crazy. All right. Well, anyway, the deal is always the same on Kicking It. You spend $25 with me, you get to spend a week. Spend $50 with me, and you get free shipping domestically on your order. I don't care how many comics you get. You can get a big box full of them. I will ship them to you on the house as long as you spend $50. And you live in the good old U.S. of A. All right. Now, we're going to get through these bottom row books here. All of the first books that you're going to see are FOMO books from our CBSN show yesterday, where lots of people were asking, hey, can I see those FOMO books from yesterday? And or can I see the FOMO books? And no one called anything. So there was actually, not a single book from yesterday's CBSN show got called in terms of FOMO. So you guys have a shot at grabbing those books right now. That's the best part about being here in the night group. All right, first book we have here is Wetworks Vampirella #1. This is a pretty cool cover. Never read it, never really got into Vampirella or Wetworks, but I heard Wetworks is pretty cool. Good 90s action. This is going to go for $5. D, what's up, man? Oh, you wanted to help at Dragon Con? I didn't know that, Don. Don, I will get back to you. Another thing that's been kind of going on, and I don't like to air out my personal laundry, but I'll just put it to you guys this way. I'm dealing with a lot of personal issues, so if I haven't gotten back to you regarding something, like Don, I really want to hang out with you when I'm in Atlanta next week for Dragon Con. I promise you, like as soon as I just shift a couple things over there, I will get to it. You are on my list of priorities to reach out to. I definitely want to hang out. And next year we can figure out the whole helping situation and all that stuff. I just know you're a busy man. You're here shopping with me and buying a lot of comics, and I'm sure you got to like work really hard in order to come here and be able to do that. So I hate to imply that like, hey, and it was one thing to ask Chris Steiskell because he's always hanging out here anyway, and he always like volunteers. Plus he's a lawyer, so like he just like if anybody asks him to do something, he's already got like 10 secretaries doing it for him. So it's really, really easy life for lawyers. Us comic book people, we don't get. Oh crap! We got a vice president in the house. Vice President David Moore. Kamala Harris to shoo out of here. Shoo. Kamala Harris, there's David Moore in the house. He is, Vice President. You will bow before David Moore. Yes, Lord. Welcome all. All right, we got Wildcats X-Men #1. This is going to go for $5. That's it, $5 on Wildcats X-Men #1. This is a pretty cool concept right here. It's the Silver Age X-Men teaming up with Wildcats because they were like, we really don't want to give Image the ability to draw Wolverine because we're a bunch of assholes. No, I'm just kidding. All right, $5 on this. Steam president. Make water coolers great again. You know what? That's hand number page is high end. Curtis, I'm reading your comment. What works is what I call water cooler talk now. Yes, that's exactly it. Get back to what works. You're on the job. All right. The next book I have here, I had to reprice. Or do I? It's called the Marvel Fumetti book. And as you can see, Stan Lee is here. And he's like, Jesus! Someone buy this book! Jesus! And then there's like Dennis O'Neil here. And he's like, what the heck just happened? What the heck am I watching here? And then you got Barry Windsor Smith. He's thinking the same thing. He's like, what? And Chris Claremonti's just shaking his head. And if you see him at conventions now, that's mostly how he looks at everybody. He sees you and you're like, Chris, thank you so much. Oh, the X-Men. He just looks at you like this. It's awesome. And he has the right to look at you like that. You feel good because he looked at you like that. And he didn't even look at you, but it's like he's still looking at you kind of a thing. All right, anyway. If you want the Marvel Fumetti book, $5. This book is going for as much as like $30 or more on eBay right now. But it really ranges in prices. I'm just going with the lowest price because I want to move it. I don't want to sit on it anymore. So $5 for the Marvel Fumetti book. Fumetti. I got Detective Comics 414, Batman and Batgirl. This is going to go for $20 today. $20 on Detective Comics 414. Nice cover here. David Moore, where you're at now, you don't even know what gas station sushi is. That's like a myth. That's like something you like once read about in like on the internet. You didn't even read the article. You just saw the headline. You're like, I heard they make gas station sushi now. When you're a vice president, there is a special chef flown from Japan who like comes in to make your sushi every day. And unfortunately, because of like the current state of affairs, they had to like not bring a Japanese sushi chef. They had to hire an actor to pretend to be a Japanese sushi chef. So they got Finn Jones flying in every single day to make David Moore lunch. And, that's how you know you've arrived, when Finn Jones is making you sushi. That's one step up from gas station sushi. Claim Marvel for many. Gotcha. Thank you, Don. Now, Don, I'm expecting you to look exactly like the actor and to roll up in like, a white Porsche. and to have the white jacket on and the and your your chest hair sticking out and everything, and have a mullet and everything. I want you to look exactly like Iron Man in the 90s. Mullet Tony Stark. That's Don Johnson right there. Jesus! All right. Let's keep going here. Kind of a big deal in Korea. You don't want me cooking your sushi for you, though. Or making your sushi. You don't really cook sushi. You just roll it. Roll it with my homies. All right. Next up, I got The Return of Shang-Chi Master of Kung Fu #1. I read this book. It's freaking awesome. I don't care what anybody says. This is taking Shang-Chi back to his classic roots, but doing it in the 90s with a still sort of like Batman-esque style to it. So it's not like 90s, like where you're going to see like guys with like 16 packs, but it's more like kind of like the Jim Aparo Batman stuff. But it's I forgot who did the art on this. I think it was Paul Galassi who did the art on this, or somebody. But there's some really cool scenes, and he fights this dude who doesn't have hands, but like has like two flails as hands, and it's pretty awesome. Like, and he's like this like warlord guy, and it's great. It's great martial arts action. It's a nice one shot too. It's not like an ongoing thing. Like, that's what was great about the Shang-Chi stories, is like you didn't necessarily have to read every single issue. You didn't need to start off with one and be a completist. You could pick it up at any point and just really appreciate it. But this is a really nice one shot. I did actually read this when I was doing research for like Warline, because I had it and I'm like, I should read this. And the one thing I really like about this is a lot of the action scenes are framed with these really cool vertical shots, especially like these first few pages. And it's not something I've really utilized as heavily as I should in Warline, but it's definitely something like, hey, I need to kind of go back and, revisit some of this stuff just to, find some inspiration for like different ways to do layouts. And this is what I do when I read comics. That to me, like, that is how I do self-care for myself. Is I go in and I read and I study all these different artists and the things that they do. I don't remember everything because like I'm just reading so much. I just picked up another Batman arc, and before I was jumping on the air, I was going through some other stuff I bought for myself and for the shows. I got some Silver Age stuff that I'll be showcasing next week, so be on the lookout for that. Anyway, we got Master of Kung Fu #1 going for $5. $5. Next book we got here is Classic Punisher. This is a really cool cover here. Kind of a hard book to find, but I'm going to do it today for just $5. We're not going to mess around. $5, it's yours. I have a white tux jacket with a pink t-shirt. That's as close as I get to that one. Oh, really? Simi Lou is in your town today? That's pretty cool. Did you get to meet him? Or did everybody just like come to your like office? Like, yeah, David Warry like sits down and like closes the door to his office in the morning, kicks his feet up on the desk, and just like leans back. And then all of a sudden he gets like 30 phone calls, and like he picks up each phone call and he's like, yes. And they're like, did you know Simi Lou's in town? And he's like, oh, cool. And then the next person like calls him and he's like, yes. And, did you know Simi Lou's in town? It's me, your chef, Big Jones. Dude, Dave Moore, I can make these jokes, but like, I'm just one guy doing everything here. I don't have a staff. It's a very sad reality. I have no one to blame but myself at the end of the day, whether things are going great or terrible. least you can be like, well, I didn't see that coming. I didn't know Simi Lou was in the office. And I didn't know to inform everybody that Simi Lou was in the vicinity of where we work. But that's only because this chef we brought in, Finn Jones, he's really not good at making sushi. He's not good at acting. So I suggest we just shift all the blame to him, and that's why you guys made me vice president of the company. I am not a crook. I am David Moore! Best vice president ever. All right, we got Cosmic Powers Unlimited starring the Silver Surfer. That's going to go for $5. A speed bag. And I come out in front of it and just start hitting it. I'll show you, Steampunk! We're like, Steve, shut up! Shake, shut it already. Oh, it's great. Oh, man, that's great. All right. Brian Polito's Lady Death number 11. This is going to go for $5. Call it as you see it. For Lady Death. I have She-Hulk number 1. This is the start of Dan Slott's run here, featuring a really beautiful Greg Horn cover. We are going to do She-Hulk number 1 for $20 today. $20 on this bad boy. I got Mortal Kombat 10 number 1. This is a Blink sketch variant. This is going to go for $5. Don is claiming Lady Death. Very good. I have Man-Thing number 10. Man-Thing number 10 is going to go for $5 today for Man-Thing number 10. I have never really read the Man-Thing books, but I haven't even read the Swamp Thing stuff, which everybody says is like brilliant. The Alan Moore run of that. Man-Thing 10. Got it. Don, I have a Man-Thing 9 as well. That's also going to go for $5. You want to throw that on as well? I'll go show it to you in just a second. All right, let's put these here. I have the Pirates of Darkwater number 1. That's going to go for $5. Okay, that's taking Man-Thing number 9 as well. I have Wonder Woman number 125. That's going to go for $5. Who did this cover? John Byrne. John Byrne's Wonder Woman, $5. And then I have the Sensational Spider-Man number 29. This is an Angel Medina cover. This is going to go for just $5. $5 on this. Yeah, I really do want to read his Swamp Thing. And honestly, I'm a big Alan Moore fan. I'm almost done rebuilding my V for Vendetta collection. Next up is going to be my Watchmen collection. I used to own all of it. Originally, when I first started dealing, I had to start out of my own collection because that was the stuff that was going to get people interested in watching my shows. So I had to let go of a lot of the things that were in my collection. And I was prepared to do it because I hadn't been working in like 6 months, and the idea to come on and start doing live stream shows like suddenly became a thing. And I was also, kind of like already doing that with Kevin a couple years before it, but we weren't really taking it seriously and we weren't seeing much success, which is why I wasn't putting as much effort into the collectible side of things because the publishing was what was carrying me. That shifted as soon as COVID hit. So I had to start taking stuff from my own collection because I didn't have the money yet to like really get things going. Well, now that things are going well, I can rebuild my collection and kind of, do that. So lately I've been shopping and buying for myself a lot more too. I'm close to rebuilding my 300 run. I got issues 1, 2, and 5 of 300 the other day. Really nice, clean copies. $5 a pop. I'm just missing issues 3 and 4. I'm really excited about that. And I'm building out a Death of Superman run for myself too, and a couple other things, just to have fun. You know, I think it's really important too. Like as I work with you guys on sharing comics and stuff, the important thing for me is to never lose the excitement of collecting. So if you guys are buying, I'm buying too. If you guys are building your collections, I'm building my collection too. And honestly, you guys have a very profound effect on my collecting too. Like Curtis, you got me on a Batman spree. I got this 3-issue, and I was just going through my own collection because I have a lot of Batman at the warehouse. I have literally 2 long boxes full of Batman books. Most of it ranging from 400 and up, but then I have some early detective books too. I got a big stack of early detectives. And when I say early, I'm talking 80s, 70s, 80s books. Basically, $5 and $10 books, which you guys will see in the coming weeks. But I found a John Byrne run. It was the many deaths of Batman, and it's a 3-issue arc, and I'm like, I have the whole thing. I gotta read this. Period. That was how I got into the whole KG Beast thing. So you got me on a Batman run now, and I'm not reselling those books once I have those arcs. I'm building them out. I'm I got it. Might as well keep it. So thank you for getting my collecting going. I appreciate it. Don, I'm just showing you your Man Thing 9, so you know what you're getting here. Okay. And thank you for picking that up. Yes. Well, here's the thing. When your collections get too big, guys, seek me out. I'm always buying. This is my business. So if you guys are looking to unload stuff and you guys kind of get how I work, as long as there's enough meat on the bone for the seller, the buyer, and the collector. As long as everybody is sort of met, feel free to reach out to me if you're looking to dump some stuff. I'm always buying. That's how it works. All right, so I got Catwoman 15. Catwoman 15 is going to go for $20. Really cool art germ cover, and I want stuff to recycle and show on the show too. This is going to go for $20. Now, just so you know, that whole buying thing, I didn't mean I want to buy right now. But seriously, you guys know what I'm collecting now? If you come across those books, reach out to me and say, hey, Onrie, I have 300, number 3 and 4. I'll give it to you at this price. Hit me up. If you got stuff that you're looking to unload, I'll buy it off you. I might buy it off you. I probably will buy it off of you. Don't tempt me to buy it off of you. All right? Okay, we got Evil Ernie. You're here to buy it for me right now. All right, I got Evil Ernie Revenge number 1. That's going to go for $5. And I have Marvel Tales starring Spider-Man number 84. That's going to go for $5 too. The Evil Ernie, I'm going to say, is a very fine. And the newsstand Marvel Tales Spider-Man, that's also a fine, very fine book. It's in good shape. $5 on it. Bentley's barking upstairs. Bentley had a meltdown yesterday. My friend came over with her German Shepherd, and he kept putting his paw on Bentley's back. And Bentley was like, dude, stop doing that. And he tried to nip at him. And then the guy kept, the German Shepherd he didn't even care. He was just and Bentley lost his shit. He became like Jack Kirby. And he was like, You know, I had to pull him away and put him in the other room. For those of you who don't know, Jack Kirby was, to my understanding and how Will Eisner portrayed him, he was really short but really scrappy. And Bentley is kind of like that too. Like, he's really nice at first, but if you're an alpha dog and you try to out alpha him, he becomes a little dick. It's almost like I saw like a darker side of Bentley, and you wouldn't expect it otherwise, you know. He's just being Bentley. I don't know. What did you walk into? He walked into a dog who's barking upstairs and really upset. He's letting out his inner Jack Kirby. All right, up top we got some trades here. Some really fun trades. You guys asked me to stock my trades. Here they are. I have Spider-Man Revelations. This is a reprint of basically the issues where Peter Parker discovers that he actually isn't the clone. It was Ben Reilly who was the clone all along. And some other pretty big stuff happens here, including the return of the Green Goblin. So we discover in this arc that Norman Osborn's been the real puppet master behind everything. And to be honest with you, I really liked it. I liked how they returned, Peter to being the original Peter and that he wasn't the clone. And the fact that they took him on this string, it's like, it's pretty dark stuff. I don't think that they've been able to do anything this complex with Peter since. This is the first time it was done. So this is some good stuff. Spider-Man Revelations. Normally a $15 book. It's going to go for $10. The next book I have here is Daredevil, Parts of a Whole. Daredevil, Parts of a Whole. By David Mack and Joe Quesada and Jimmy Palmiotti. This is the first appearance of Echo, the first arc reprinted, and it's really, really great. Joe Quesada is the artist on it. David Mack did the covers, and I think it was Jimmy Palmiotti who wrote the story. Oh, no, it was actually David Mack who wrote it, but he wrote it with Joe Quesada and Jimmy Palmiotti. Wow. Some good stuff here. And it really is great. So we got Daredevil, Parts of a Whole. Normally a $25 book. We're going to do it for $15 right now. Hardcover bound, brand new book. Really beautiful. We'll do it for $15 right now. $15 hardcover. I got Superman Doomsday Hunter Prey. I never read this, but it's a pretty interesting book. Especially now that I'm trying to get all the Death of Superman stuff together. I'd be curious to go back and read this. This is going to go for $10. All right, guys. We're going to take a short commercial break. When we get back, we're going to bust out some $2 books. I'll see you guys in just a second.
Why was Princess Zelda sad after watching a bunch of YouTube videos? She couldn't find the link in the description. We'll stop if you subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's super easy. Click subscribe and click the bell when you do. And thanks for supporting the EXP.
To be continued. 3 little words that hold the secret to the next great story. 3 words that will thrill you, confound you, give life to new possibilities. Every variation of To Be Continued is a promise of adventure, a promise of excitement, a promise of unseen wonders and unexplored worlds, a promise that every issue you read makes you a part of a never-ending journey, and behind every page there will be an unopened door waiting for you. This story to be continued at your local comic book shop. Visit comicshoplocator.com today.
According to a statistic that I just made up, People spend 4 hours a day changing the television channel. People who watch The Experience don't do that. Save yourself a ton of time by tuning into The Experience and enjoying our new original programming 7 days a week. And then tell your friends. Think about the money they could save on batteries in the remote alone just by tuning into The Experience. Find out more by scanning the QR code below. For years, I have traveled the world slinging my creator-owned comics at the biggest and hottest cons. Now I'm busting out my personal collection of comics, toys, games, and more in order to bring the fun and excitement of con life right to your screen. There's only one place to get your comics and collectibles and chat live with the greatest showman in modern comics. So bust out your keyboard and get ready to call it in! You're watching Kickin It With Onrie, the live shopping show.
All right, guys, welcome back. All right, so Joe Hardy is calling the Superman Doomsday. Got it. That went to Joe Hardy first. Finally, come here. You stay down here. Stay down here, buddy. You don't need to go upstairs. Come here. Come say hi to everybody. We got Mr. Bentley here. He's been in a little bit of a mood these last 2 days, and he was barking right now for some reason. You don't need to bark, dude. You're okay. That German Shepherd really messed with his territory, and he's pretty butthurt about it. So he's I see I notice he's been a little bit more aggressive lately. So I'm trying to just reassure him that it's okay. You don't always have to be the alpha, dude. It's all good, man. Don't worry about a thing. Go lay down. My shipping is media mail. I'm gonna save you on shipping. But if you spend $50 with me and you're domestic, you get free shipping. Free! It's free! Free! I have Venom Carnage Unleashed. That's going to go for $10. That's the whole arc of Carnage Unleashed, which shows Venom fighting Carnage. Really cool Mark Texeira cover, exclusive to the trade. So this was not the Mark Texeira didn't do any of the covers for the single issues. So it's pretty cool that they used that for the cover of the trade. All right, let's kick it off with $2 comics right now. I have an amazing collection. This is all stuff I showed on CBSN yesterday, and people were busy. People didn't know we were on the air. You guys are getting a second crack at some really primo stuff right now. We're going to kick it off with the Flash number 15 and number 16. This is a great set of books here. This is going to go for $4. $4, that's it. For some Mesner Loebs and LaRocque Flash comics. $4, $2 a pop. Some classic stuff there, guys. Don't miss it. Judgment Day number 6. This is going to go for $2. Pharaoh Corbett. This is by Mike Baron, who also wrote The Flash. This is going to go for $2. I have Justice League of America number 64. That's going to go for $2. I have the New Titans number 88. That's going to go for $2. Dark Stars number 0. That's $2. Here's another great one. Here's one that I'm shocked no one went after yesterday. Guy Gardner. We have Guy Gardner number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4,
and number 5. I'm doing it all for just $10. All the Guy Gardners for $10. Yeah. Okay, cool. The $2 books, they're on the rack. Go get yourself those $2 books. If you buy more $2 books, I'll get more $2 books. There you go, Don. I think they should totally get Sean William Scott to play Guy Gardner, by the way. It would be awesome. Guy Gardner. Okay. Round Guy, welcome to the show, man. Got you on Mortal Kombat, and then I got you on Evil Ernie. I have The Saga Begins Power Lords #1. That's going to go for $2. We have Cyber Force Zero. That's going to go for $2. Futures End #28, #29, and #30. This is going to go for $5. 3 for $5. Bentley, come on. Stay down here. You're getting too aggressive upstairs. Stay here, bud. Go take a nap here. Come here. Is it I must stalk the night? Okay, go. Go bark at whatever you need to bark at. You're all good. You can go. You're free. You're free, Willie. $5. Oh, dude, you're the best. He decided to come back. As soon as I gave him freedom, he decided to come back. You want to say hi again? Come here, buddy. You want to say hi again? Well, good boy. Snort puss. I love this guy. He's the best. All right. You can go. You're free. He's Django Unchained up in this biatch. He doesn't even wear a leash. Everywhere he comes with me, he doesn't wear a leash. I should probably have him on one, especially with how much more erratic his behavior has become a little as of late. Not erratic, but just changed a little bit. He's triggered a little bit more lately. Might be because of the weather too, because it's like really stupid hot outside. And he's like, Onrie, Bentley Unleashed. Okay. Got it. 3 for $5. Don's taking advantage. Here's another book that should go real fast. Alpha Flight #1, $2. Thought he was Mr. Terrific. No, I don't know. I think they did. Nathan Fillion would be a good Guy Gardner too, but I think we really, for as good as Ryan Reynolds was for Deadpool, Sean William Scott would have been just as good to play Guy Gardner. It just didn't work out that way. But that actor embodies everything that is Guy Gardner, in my opinion. More so than Nathan Fillion. Nathan Fillion can, yeah. Alpha. What's up, man? How you doing? I got your message from Instagram the other day. If you want to drop that same link into the show right now, you're welcome to do so. And I will respond to it as soon as I get a chance, man. It's been a busy week on the publishing side of things, because now that I got all the Warline stuff in, fulfillment's beginning, and I have to drop a lot of money right now. Don, original art is on the way over now. So we should be getting that in like a couple weeks. And I'm waiting on the medals to be printed up, because that was a stretch goal reward that we reached. And then T-shirts. I just need to get T-shirts printed up, and then once I get all those materials, and then there's like another print I need to print up. It's just a lot of like small things I got to do right now. And the thing about
the publishing side of it is that's the part that bleeds the most right now, because I need to drop a lot of money. I have to constantly invest, and it's just crazy. And and a lot of the money that came back from Kickstarter, it's ridiculous. I'm just going to be straight up with you guys. Whenever they say, like, if you think that I walked out of that Warline campaign with $8,500, you got another thing coming. After the fees and everything were done, I made $7,500, which was the original goal. I was trying to get way above that. I thought they would take maybe about, 500, but $1,000. It's shocking. The amount of, I went a couple weeks singing myself that I was grand richer than I really was. That's publishing, baby. That's why you got to get out there and sling those comics. I got Azrael number 4. This is going to go for $2. I was actually talking to my mom the other day. I'm like, when it comes to, making comics, that's really kind of a thing that is a luxury for me. I don't really spend a lot of time writing because publishing takes up so much time, and so does reselling. Like, these are 2 full-time jobs that I'm working, juggling between the 2. And she goes, does it pay to be creative? I'm like, nope, it doesn't pay to be creative. It pays to, actually sell the stuff. But selling the stuff is what gives me time to be creative. And I do carve out times to do that stuff specifically because I have to keep my creative teams working. So that's it's a juggling act. But it's not something I could do full time. It's just something that I do when I can. But I'm really happy about the fact that I'm surrounded around comics 24/7. That makes the job worth it. The inner collector in me comes out, and I can't wait. I cannot wait to share with you guys what my next project is going to be. You guys are going to love it so much. So I'm going to be collaborating on a new comic. We're still in talks, but it's most likely going to happen because I'm the publisher and I can make these things happen. But Jim Salicrup, who was the editor at Marvel, he ushered in Todd McFarlane. He got him on Spider-Man. Craven's Last Hunt. He's a very good friend of mine, and he's been a long-time Spider-Man editor, like from issues 300 on up. And even that Spider-Man series of Todd McFarlane, that was all Jim. Jim and Todd had a really tight working relationship. And Jim has also been a friend of mine for a very long time. And we recently found out about a open domain character that was created in the 70s that we can take that character and make a comic about him. So I am doing research on that character right now, and you guys are going to freaking love it. It's going to be so amazing. And the fact that I get to work with Jim Salicrup, the guy who ushered in Todd McFarlane, is going to be just, this is an adventure that I'm really excited to get on. So yeah, it's getting me all motivated, and it's also getting me into the mode of, hey, I got to finish up this Yisu Shin book too, so I can focus more on that. Azrael has been called by Curtis. Got you. Nice call on the Azrael. Azrael. All right. Check this out. I got some L. Milgram covers here, but they feel so much like Jack Kirby books. We have Return of the New Gods number 12. This is so Kirby-esque. Number 13, number 14. Or sorry, that's 15. You saw 14. That's 15. Here's 16, 17, 18, and 19. This is a hell of a run of Return of the New Gods. Amazing stuff here. 2, 4, 6, 7. We're going to do all 7 books. I'll just do them for $12. It would be 14, but it's like buy 6, get 1 free. It needs to move. I want to cut you a deal. So 7 comics for $12. 7 comics for $12. I'm the vice president. It is. It really is, except here's the difference. I don't work for a corporation, so no one buys me lunch or makes me dinner. It's like I really am doing everything, and this is a great advantage for me because I get to work at home and I can be a stay-at-home dad and do what I need to do for my kids. I can be here because I'm here anyway working. So it really helps that, I've consolidated and that I can run my business from the house, because then I can be there to like feed the kids and meet them after school and do all those really important things. So I wouldn't have it any other way. I can't imagine working corporate. It's just, it just wouldn't work right now. At least not right now. And I just enjoy working for myself too much. Even though I'm not an easy person to work for, I'm very demanding on myself. It took me a lot today. I was literally up since 7, and by about 4 o'clock today, I worked from 7 to 4 o'clock, like just straight through. And as soon as 4 o'clock hit, it took me a minute to realize, okay, yeah, I got a lot done today. Like I worked hard today. It was hard for me to like accept that, because when I'm around this stuff all the time, it's so much fun. It never feels like it's work, that I have to kind of like stop myself and say, hey, I actually like worked today. I didn't like, sit around on the couch like and not do anything, So it's an interesting realization. I have a Secret Invasion tie-in of the Amazing Spider-Man. We see a lot of Jackpot here. Jackpot the Crackpot, Amazing Spider-Man 1 through 3, going for $5. 3 for $5. Infinity Wars 6, Stan Lee tribute cover. It's gonna go for $2. Yeah, it was hot here today too. Actually, I am reading the current Amazing Spider-Man run. I'm a little bit behind. I'm in the middle of the Dr. Octopus run, so I didn't start the newest issue, but I've been reading it. Yeah. Are you enjoying it? Since JR came back? I got X-Men number 64 and number 65. That's going to go for $4. I have every single issue. I just have to find the time to read it. Right now I'm on a Batman kick, so like all my Spider-Man stuff's off to the side. Fantastic Four double-sized annual. Carrie Gimmel and Joe Sino cover. Almost looks like a John Byrne cover, but it's actually not. This is going to go for $2. Fantastic Four number 19 annual, $2. Look at this. This is a $2 book today. I guarantee you once that movie comes out, because Marvel's learned their lesson now, and they're like, okay, we kind of screwed up with Phase 4 because we just overproduced content. Let's dial it back and focus on what we're good with. And the Fantastic Four, this is going to be a very important movie for the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and it's going to be well done. I guarantee you guys, they're holding it back because they want it to be good. That says something right there. So I think when this movie comes out, I think it's going to be great, and I think all of these books are going to go for like way more money. FF is called. And I have so many. I'm waiting for that day to come, because I have so many Fantastic Four books, early Fantastic Four books. And every single time I do shows, no one ever claims them. I was doing them for like $2, issues like 201 to 206 for $2 a pop. Clean copies. No one would take them. I just put them back in the warehouse. That's where they are. And I'll bring them out when I feel like it's time to bring them out. But like, I'm now starting to be like, okay, I got to hold on to this stuff. I shouldn't just be unloading it anymore. We got Suspira number 1 here from Chaos Comics. This is going to go for just $2. Okay, guys, cleaning the ASM. I have Adventures of Superman 430. That's going to go for $2. Suicide Squad number 8 and number 9. We're going to do the pair for $4. So these are some cool covers. feels like it's, no, this is a Jim Lee cover right here. Holy crap. And then this one, I can't tell who it is because I don't see a signature on here. Might be the artist, the interior artist, but it's still a really cool cover. $4 for the pair. If this doesn't sell, I should look it up online. I wonder if it's going for more money. Got a Jim Lee cover there. Yeah, here's what I felt. I felt like they were building up to something with the whole 6 months had passed and what happened to Peter, like how did all this come together? And I was really getting into it around issues like 21 up until the point when they killed Miss Marvel, which was just such a stupid twist. Like, oh God, I'm sorry. No offense to Zeb Wells. Much respect to him. He doesn't have an easy job. He's got people like me and everybody else like giving him crap, and he's just trying to do his job. And it's probably not even his call to even kill off that character. It was you can tell that was a top brass call. But it just sucks because like you got a villain that really screwed with Peter. And I'm talking about screwing with him on the level of, hey, you're a clone, but wait, you're not a clone. Because I like the Clone Saga. I was a fan of that. And this was the first time I was reading Spider-Man again, and I was like, wow, they found a new way to make Peter's life more challenging. The fact that Mary Jane moved on and like has a new family now, and that those kids are clearly Peter and Mary Jane in that universe. So it's like, you know, that's interesting. Even though they didn't like show us that yet, but that's the big twist. So this is not Zeb Wells. I think Zeb Wells is doing just fine, and so is John Romita Jr. I just think the problem is that when and it's not editorial, it's just these really stupid corporate measures that get put into place where like they're like, okay, let's kill Miss Marvel in Spider-Man, even though she isn't inconsequential to the plot line. Like, it's like, here, we're building up all this tension between Peter and Mary Jane and this new guy, and all this stuff's happening, and then Miss Marvel shows up and she dies. Where did she come from? Why is she there? Like, you can clearly tell that was not something Zeb Wells would have done, because if you read the issues before that, he was carefully building something much better. So the fact that he's now taking the heat for that is kind of like David Moore, you know, taking it out on Finn Jones, the sushi chef. This is why I don't like working corporate. Someone always gets the blame, and it's not necessarily the person who did the work. That guy just showed up and did what he was told. I would have told him like, I would have been fighting tooth and nail for that, because I think it's just it was such a slap in the face to retailers, because they were expecting something big to happen that mattered, that would have actually like gotten people more engaged with Spider-Man books. So a lot of retailers were even talking about suing Marvel over this. And then on top of that, it was a slap in the face to the fans of Miss Marvel, because like, why is she dying in Amazing Spider-Man? But then it's also a slap in the face to Spider-Man fans. And I don't think that's what Zeb Wells was thinking when he was working on this book. I don't think he was thinking to himself, yeah, I really want to set all this plot stuff up. Even the things he's doing with the villain of his story can't even come true, because they're not allowing that character to be a Spider-Man villain. And Ted and I had a conversation about it. He thinks that's not even a real Spider-Man villain. Like, he's not a worthy Spider-Man villain. He doesn't have any connection to Spider-Man. He's just some kind of like weirdo. But I just don't think that Zeb Wells had a chance to develop that character the way he wanted to, because they had to come in and kill Miss Marvel. You could use your imagination and pretend it wasn't Miss Marvel that died, that it was a character that actually would have impacted the story and made you want to read the next issue of Spider-Man. And then, hey, after that happens, we're going to give you 4 issues of filler. Fortunately, though, the filler is great because it's Ed McGuinness. So I just kind of look at those filler issues as like just, you know, a nice vacation from all the crap. But it still pulls me out of the story. I'm not engaged. I remember when Amazing Spider-Man was coming out in like the in the mid 200s and 300s when I was growing up, and every issue just grabbed you by the throat and like pulled you into the story. Like it was amazing stuff. Yeah, I'm sorry it's depressing for you guys, but you know what? I think that I think we got to give the creators credit for actually coming in to do the job. I used to be very critical, and when I first started working in comics, because when I decided to publish Easton Shin, I was like, I'm going to do this my way, and I feel the same way about Warline and everything. I am never going to do things the way that don't feel right to me at the end of the day. For better or worse, it will be my decision that gets made at the end of the day. And I've made some bad decisions too. It happens. This is the business. But I just don't think that there's the problem with Marvel. I think it's such a huge company. Disney is such a huge company, but the Marvel editorial and the guys at the MCU, there's not a lot of like collaboration among them. And I think that the idea of making Kevin Feige in charge of everything allows them to kind of streamline it a little bit more. But I don't think he has time to actually work on it. So someone else comes in who knows nothing about comics, and now they're saying this stuff, and the editorial is like, well, hey, we're actually trying to make comics here and tell a story because we know what sells, and it's challenging for them. Sometimes they win and sometimes they lose, but I think I would much rather see them succeed. So I'm always going to be in their corner. All right, we got Brave and the Bold, number 15. That's going to go for $2, especially since a lot of my friends work for these companies, and their livelihoods depend on it. So I enjoy the work. I still read comics. Batman, Superman, number 30. That's going to go for $2. I picked up that Night Terrors, the Batman Night Terrors, and the Joker Night Terrors. Ted told me that the Joker Night Terrors is really good. Spectacular Spider-Man, number 6. Got some Paul Jenkins and Humberto Ramos Spidey. Number 7, number 8, and number 10. That's all going to go for $8. Pedantic. I am pretty shallow. I don't know, pedantic. I need a definition for pedantic too. I'm a writer, not an editor. Adventures of Superman, number 430. $2. I use the words. I don't know what they mean. Atlantic? What do you mean I'm Atlantic? Yeah, I'm excited for JMS's Captain America run too. He's a fantastic writer, and I think he did really great stuff for Spider-Man. But look at how that ended. That had nothing to do with him at all. He would have never ever done One More Day or whatever that crap was. He had to do that. It was like there were a lot. It doesn't work like that in the Marvel bullpen. I remember reading the foreword to Todd McFarlane wrote for Spider-Man Torment. He said, if you think you're going to come into Marvel's office and pitch your idea for a story and they're just going to take it right away, you got another thing coming. They're going to tell you what's happening in the story, and then you're going to write the script around that, and you're going to make that happen. Editorial tells you what the story, like that's because they have senior editors who all meet, and they're all discussing what's going to happen in all these different characters. It's a great responsibility when you think about it. And they have to come up with cool, fresh stuff, and they have to find the right guys who can come in and write this stuff. Brightest Day, number 18. Got Hawkman and Hawkgirl on here. That's going to go for $2. And with great responsibility comes more responsibility. What's up, Sinner24? I can barely speak the English language too, John, especially after a couple drinks. I don't even know how to speak American anymore. I got the next number 1 and number 2. That's going to go for $4 for the pair. All right, I'm shocked. For all you guys who are like, Onrie, you got booby books? You got booby books, Onrie? Yes, I do. I got Dark Child number 1. Look at the boobs on her. They're huge. Actually, her legs are very long. She's got huge legs. She's got legs. And she knows how to use them. This is going to go for $2. I got Dr. Afra, number 22. We got a variant cover here. Action figure variant. This is going to go for $2. I have the Shadow, number 2. And number 3, this is by Helfner and Bill Sienkiewicz. So you got Bill Sienkiewicz doing the Shadow. What more could you ask for? $4 on these Shadow books, and I got a bazillion of them. So if you want one, go after it. I can grab a set for you tomorrow. Afra, it's off to David Moore. D's claiming the Shadow. D, there's another Shadow that's coming up. I'm going to give you first right of refusal once I come across it. Really beautiful book. I think it's like issue 5. And again, if anybody else wants Shadow books, I have a whole box full of these Shadow books. I have like a bazillion issues 2 and 3. I bought a really huge collection and I ended up with a lot of duplicates and stuff, which is good because a lot of the duplicates I got are just really cool stuff. When I get good stuff, I don't mind having duplicates of it because I can sell it quickly. Okay. Oh, really? David Moore, is that a yes? Is that a call though? Wow, that's a Dietrich Smith cover. Wow, I didn't realize this. That's really cool. I should get these. I should build out the run for this. Walden Wong did the colors on it. Some interesting work. All right, I got Dark Horse Comics number 14 and number 21. That's going to go for $4. All right, cool. I'm glad I know that about the next now. That's definitely going to, that makes me want to read it now. Dietrich Smith is an incredible artist, guys. I met him at Heroes Con last year, and it turned out that he knew David Moore really well, and I was like, oh, cool. And we connected that way. He's a good dude. Really very talented artist. I have Walt Disney Uncle Scrooge from Whitman Comics. That's going to go for $2. No, it's all good, man. I'll come across this book again. I'm letting this stuff go. Mike Grell's Star Slayer number 1, number 2, and number 3. I am going to do all 3 of these books for $5. 3 for $5. I have Justice League Unlimited number 11. That's going to go for $2. I have Woody Woodpecker from Whitman Comics. That's going to go for $2. Enter the House of Slaughter, free comic book day. That's going to go for $2. I have Cyborg Rebirth number 1. That's going to go for $2. DC Superhero Girls number 1. That's $2. Phoenix Bizarre Adventures True Believers number 1. That's $2. Bar Sinister number 1. This is a really cool cover, by the way. That's going to go for $2. Catwoman number 22 is $2. Catwoman 23 is $2, and number 24 is $2. I think I have more Catwomans. So Jim Ballant stuff, really good comics there. All right. Yep, there's more Catwoman. So for our Catwoman run, we got issues 22, 23, and 24. $29 is $2. $30 is $2. $33 is $2. This is all Chuck Dixon and Jim Ballant. Well, Jim Ballant worked with multiple writers on this, but he was the consistent artist for Catwoman. His art is fantastic. Very sexy stuff. We got all 6 books going for $12. All 6 for $12 for Catwoman 22, 23, 24, 29, 30, and 33. And they're in great shape, by the way, too. Web of Spider-Man #2 is $2. Archangels issue 8 is $2. This is worth more than $2. I would just rather not deal with it right now. Bar Sinister. Nice pickup there, Don. I have Wonder Woman and Grace #1, that's $2. Katana and Shazam #1, that's $2. Wesley Snipes' comic, The Exiled #2, that's gonna go for $2. Okay, what else got claimed here? Claimed Web of Spider-Man. Goes to the wrong guy. Wrong guy, are you a Spidey fan? I got a lot of Spidey books. Woven Heart #1, that's going to go for $2. Deathstroke the Terminator #18, #19, and #20. 3 for $5. Marv Wolfman on writing. I've never read Deathstroke the Terminator, but this is a series that I'm kind of interested in. Starting to get more interested in the character. He is a pretty big badass. Yes, Catwoman run for 10. I'll do it. Don, I think we owe you a spin on the wheel. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 35, 45, 47. You're $3 away from free shipping. All right, JD, can we run that video, please?
It's time to spin the wheel of Skid Bark.
All right, I'm spinning the wheel for you. You get a free Marvel book off the rack. I have Action Comics #25. That's going to go for $2. I have Ninjas and Robots #1 retailer variant. That's going to go for $2. I have The Prowler, a Clone Conspiracy tie-in, issue 3. That's going to go for $2. I have Dark Blood #6 of 6. That's going to go for $2. I have Wasteland #5. That's going to go for $2. I have Superman #315. The Adventures of Superman #506. Green Lantern #65. That's going to go for $2. I have 100 Bullets #74. That's $2. Amazing Spider-Man 441 and Amazing Spider-Man #24. $4 on these. Yes, that's a score right there. Nice clean copy of both books, 441 and #24. This is the final chapter. This is where we reveal that Norman Osborn was part of this Illuminati to screw with Peter Parker during the Clone Saga. It's a cool set of books. Okay, and you're taking the other one. Got it. Nice pickup there, Don. Hold on. Hang on. I'm missing stuff here. Catwoman run. So D claimed the Ninjas and Robots. That goes to D. D, good pickup there, man. That's a really good pickup. I'm shocked no one went after that yesterday. I was like, look how cool this is. This is a retailer incentive cover. The artwork in here is awesome, and you know exactly what you're getting. It's Ninjas and Robots. There. Enjoy. All right, so that was it. Don claims Superman 506. And then Round Guy, what happened? What happened with? What were you making a call when you said ASM Hulk and horror books and the odd titles? Is that just what you're? Are you telling me that's what you read, or did I show something that you claimed and missed your claim? I have Onslaught Reborn number 1 of 5, and number 2 of 5, and number 3 of 5, done by Jeff Loeb and Rob Liefeld. 3 for 5. Oh, okay. Okay, I got you. Yeah, okay, got it. Understood. Sorry. It's been a long day. D, remember I was telling you about that Shadow book? Here it is right here. Shadow number 7. That's going to go for just $2, bro. Let me know if you want to add that. Marvel Age number 14. That's going to go for $2. Yeah, I got Don on the Amazing Spider-Mans. We're good. We're caught up. So Don, you got Amazing Spider-Man 24. Amazing Spider-Man 24 is your freebie, and then you're claiming 441. D, I'm going to give you first right of refusal on the Shadow number 7. It's a really cool cover there. He's claiming the Shadow. Awesome. All right. Let's get another stack of books here. And Don, we owe you a spin on the wheel right now. And there are some really, really awesome comics coming your way, guys. Some really fun stuff, all going for $2. You guys are in for a treat tonight. This is a hell of a collection. We're having a hell of a show here. Thank you for being a part of tonight's show. I gotta fill out some of the bottom rack stuff real quick. So let me just grab 2 books here. Something I'm surprised hasn't moved yet. Batman 497, Bane breaking Batman's back. I had this priced at 15. If someone wants it for $10, I'll do it for 10. And then I got Venom number 1, Alex Ross Timeless variant. Alex Ross doing Venom is pretty awesome. This is gonna go for $10 for the Venom Timeless. Batman 497, The Breaking of the Bat. Such a great issue. 497 is off to Don. Let's pick up. Woo! He's barking. Wrong guy cleans Venom. IO spins on the wheel. Can we get the wheel skid bark video for? Oh no, we don't need it. We don't need it. Wrong guy, I got you. You get free swag. I'm going to hook you up with Comic Shop Weekly. I'll add that to your pile. Kazar number 15. That's going to go for $2. Strange Flying Saucers number 27. That's $2. Legends of the Dark Knight number 4. That's $2. Nomad number 5, that's $2. Batman and Robin Annual number 2, that's $2. And then I got Blue Devil number 3 and number 5. We're going to do the pair for $4 for the Blue Devils. Blue Devils. Only Breaking Bad I need is newsstand. You need the newsstand one? Which one is that? Was it sealed in a poly bag? The newsstand version? Looking for something put up on the lower rack here. Give me just 1 second, guys. Shadow Cabinet number 1 from DC Milestone. Pretty cool. $5 on this. And Superman 205 Mike Turner cover going for $5. $5 on that for Superman 205. That's actually Jim Lee and Brian Azzarello's run. That's another run I'm building out. Trying to get all of the Jim Lee covers on that. Oh, it doesn't have the fold over? I see. Interesting. If I come across that, I'll let you know. I don't think I've seen any newsstands, though, or maybe I just wasn't paying attention. Okay, so here's the deal right now. We're going to get the FOMO books in just a second. But I'm going to throw this out to whoever wants to do it, just so I don't have to go through all this stuff. Actually, I'm going to take some things down. Stuff that I don't want to sell off in the bulk sum yet, because I think we can do better with it. And I'm going to explain why I'm taking those books down too. Still selling them at $2, but after the show, what I do with them is up to me. I might decide to throw them back in the $2 bin. I might decide, hey, this is good stuff for Max to list because I'm running out of stuff for him to list. So I might actually raise the price on some of these books and just throw them up on eBay and let them sit there. Max's stuff is already starting to sell too. So a couple of his items sold this week, stuff that people didn't want to claim. Let's see. Nope, that's it. All right. I have Dark Child number 1. I guarantee you this is like a $10 book all day. I think I've seen it sell for that. I'm going to research it, but right now it's going for $2. You want to take it? Just get rid of it. Archangels issue 8. I know this is like somewhere between a $5 and $10 book. I've sold a copy of it on eBay. I came across another one doing it for $2. No one wants it. It will go up on eBay. We have Superman 315. It's missing a portion of the cover here. I'll actually do this for $1 right now if anybody wants it. I just realized that. Dang it. Wesley Snipes, The Exiled, number 2. I think this book is going to have a very limited print run, or has a very limited print run, and thus worth holding on to, especially if I can build out a run. I could be wrong. $2. And then this Return of the New Gods. This is a great run of books. Return of the New Gods 12 through 19. 12, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So you're missing issues 14. You're just missing issue 14. You got a straight flush run. 3, 6, 7 books. I was doing it for 12 for all 7. How about I do them all for 10 and we move them now? I'd rather just get rid of those books. It's about time for us to do FOMO books soon. Because, man, the time is flying. So let's move some of the stuff around. So we can make room for FOMO books. No one wants this Legends of the Dark Knight number 4 for $2, part of the Shaman run by Dennis O'Neil and Ed Hannigan. Great team there. I need to build out a run of that too. Cool. What's up, Ira? Good to see you. All right. Archangels and Exiled. Goes to D. Someone take those new gods off my hands. I'd really appreciate it. Anything else I can make room for here? Right, removing it. No, I think this is mostly good. All right, Nightcrawler number 1 is $2. We have Green Arrow number 7, number 15. This is Mike Grell. Number 22 and 25 and 27. This is some legendary Green Arrow stuff here. We got all 5 for 10. All 5 for 10. See ya, brother. So all those of you who are starting school again, best of luck to you. My son starts his first full day of middle school tomorrow. Excited for him. I have Brightest Day number 17. This is going to go for $2. I have Batman and the Outsiders number 1. I think this is Joe Hill. New team, no rules, $2. Conan the Barbarian number 22 or 211. Sorry, number 211 is $2. Okay. I now feel comfortable doing this. If you guys want to grab the double rack, it is $30. $30 for the double rack. I think all of school was an adventure. I enjoyed middle school. I enjoyed high school too. Learning your independence, figuring out who you are, learning about the world. It's an important time in your life. So I remember when I was that age how life felt like it would never end, because every day we were just told over and over again, you got your whole life ahead of you. Now I'm in my 40s and everybody's like, you got your whole life ahead of you. And I'm like, I know that already. All right. $30 on the double rack. And here's what we're going to do. I'm going to give you guys a second to think about this. We're going to go take a much-needed commercial break. And when we get back, if we can't sell off this entire rack for $30, we will just take all this stuff down, do it for $1, and then we'll do our FOMO books, and then we'll do everything for $1. Okay? All right. I will see you guys in just a moment.
Join the party. Head over to our Linktree to find all the links for everywhere the experience is all the time.
You just finished the last episode of your favorite new show, and you just have to talk about it. But all your friends are ghosting you because of that incident last week at the buffet. Oh, you know the one. What you did to that chowder. Ugh. Keeps me up at night. So what do? Join writer Dan Wickline as he breaks down all your favorite pop culture media. Whether it's a review of the latest nerdy TV show or a dive back into the history of your favorite comic characters, Dan's ready to discuss all the hottest topics live. Join the conversation as Dan live streams Tuesday through Thursday at 5 Eastern, 2 Pacific on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook. The Dan Wickline Show on The Experience. Comic culture and sales. There's something for every imagination at your local comic shop. Visit comicshoplocator.com to find a store near you.
Programming on the EXP is made possible by viewers like you, or your local comic shop, or that Kickstarter you backed, or the publisher you like, or comic industry professionals who want to share a message with the world. Really, anyone who wants to advertise with us can. If you're interested in seeing a product you know and love, or are creating, or are publishing, or are involved with, advertised here on The Experience, and having your message shared with our viewers, please reach out by scanning the QR code below or visiting our website and using the contact form.
For years, I have traveled the world slinging my creator-owned comics at the biggest and hottest cons. Now I'm busting out my personal collection of comics, toys, games, and more in order to bring the fun and excitement of con life right to your screen. There's only one place to get your comics and collectibles and chat live with the greatest showman in modern comics. So bust out your keyboard and get ready to call it in. You're watching Kickin It With Onrie, the live shopping show.
All right, guys, let's get back to it. You got any claims on that double rack? Yep. All right. All right, all of these books now are going to go for $1. So we got dollar books here. And we're going to go through this. Actually, we need to do FOMO books right now. Let's do FOMO books real quick. JD, can you do the FOMO book?
It's FOMO time! What's that even mean anyway? Oh, is that what it means? I'm such a weirdo for missing out on these great deals!
All right, I got Something is Killing the Children, number 19, going for $5. I have Vampirilla She by Warren Ellis and Louis Small Jr. Check that out. That's going to go for $5. I have Battle Chasers, number 7. That's going to go for $5. Razor and She, number 1. That's going to go for $5. I have Batman the Crowned. This is a Dark Knight's Metal tie-in. That's going to go for $5. Lady Death, issue 0, Apocalypse Boundless cover. It's going to go for $10. Batman? What Batman are we claiming? Oh, the Batman. Sorry. It's like, there's a Batman book up there? What? All right. Curtis. The Amazing Spider-Man number 400. This is going to go for $25 tonight. $25 tonight. And the final FOMO book we have here is a Mark Texeria cover for a Vault Comics title. Or actually, this is from AWA Upshot. The book is The Crimson Cage. Is that it? No, that's not it. Knighted. It's Knighted number 1. Really cool Mark Texeria cover. Going for just $5 right now. I picked this book up and I'm like, that's a really cool Mark Texeria cover. Like, just regardless of whether you know the character or not. Has kind of like a Dark Knight Returns vibe going for it, but it's Mark Texeria's artwork. It's cool. I like it. $5. Those are your FOMO books, guys. Go after it. All right, now we're doing dollar books. DC Superhero Girls, number 1 is $1. True Believers, Phoenix Bizarre Adventures is going for $1. Wonder Woman and Grace, number $1. Prowler, number 3 is $1. Cyborg 1 is $1. Deathstroke 18, 19, and 20, $3 on this set. Katana and Shazam, number 1 is $1. Nomad, number 5 is $1. Dark Blood, number 6 of 6 is $1. 100 Bullets, number 74 is $1. Action Comics, number 25 is $1. Condition on the ASM 400 is going to be very fine. There is not a single tick on this book. It's in really good shape. It's the embossed cover right there. 25 is my ask on it. Who's scrunched up? Oh, the guy on the cover. I think it's a Dark Knight Returns, like it's clearly like after that, you know. Conan number 211, that's gonna go for $1. Kazar 15 is $1. Marvel Age number 14 is $1. Batman and the Outsiders 1 is $1. Cool. He's got it. He's got it. Seven, 11, 15, 17, 19, 21, 23. D, you're $2 away from a spin. Flying Saucers, number 27 is $1. Kazar, Conan gets cleaned. Kazar and Conan. Onslaught Reborn, number 1 of 5, 2 of 5, and 3 of 5. We're going to do it all for $3. Nightcrawler, number 1 is $1. Green Arrow, number 7, number 15, number 22, 25, and 27. This is all going to go for $1 a pop. I can't believe I'm letting these go for so cheap. But we're going to do all 5 for 5 right now. 5 for 5 on the Green Arrows. Brightest Day number 17 is $1. Batman and Robin Annual number 2 is $1. Wasteland number 5 is $1. Green Lantern 65 is $1. Enter the House of Slaughter Free Comic Book Day, that's $1. Nightcrawler. D. Grab these dollar books, guys. Woody Woodpecker, $1. It is a flash sale. Nice on the claim on the Green Arrows. That's a great claim. Wrong guy. Half off on that. Our stack is getting smaller. JLU, number 11, that's $1. Star Slayer, number 1, 2, and 3. This is all done by Mike Grell as well. This is the same guy who did the Green Arrow stuff. Wrong guy. Let me know if you want to add these for $3. Brightest Day, number 18, is $1. Uncle Scrooge from Whitman Comics, going for $1. Blue Devil, number 3, and number 5 is $2. Dark Horse Comics number 14 and 21 is $2. Suspiro number 1 is $1. Batman Superman 30 is $1. Spectacular Spider-Man 6, 7, 8, and 10 That is $4. $4 on that run. Adventures of Superman 430 is $1. X-Men number 64 and 65 is $2. Infinity War 6 is $1. Nightwing and Hawkman number 15 is $1. Cyber Force 0 number 0 is $1. Saga Begins Power Lords number 1. It's going to go for $1. Legends of the Dark Knight number 4 is $1. The Dark Stars number 0 is $1. New Titans number 88 is $1. Justice League of America 64 is $1. Pharaoh Corbett number 1 is $1. Judgment Day number 6 is $1. And I have the Flash number 15 and 16 going for $2. Much smaller stack than what we started with. How about I do all of these books here for $15 now? All these books for $15. That way I don't have to put them back in the box. I'm going to leave them over to the side for a minute. And just so you know, if you do it for $15, I'll throw in this Superman book. That is the one that's missing a little bit of the cover. $15 for that whole stack of comics. It's got to move. There's a lot more that where it came from. I got to get rid of this stuff. All right, we're going to start with building on a new rack here. I have Blackest Night number 1, Captain America number 14 and 15. We're going to do the pair for $4. Extreme Justice number 14 and number 15 and number 16 and number 17. We're going to do all 4 of these for $8. $8 on that. 15 minutes left on the clock. Now's the time to act, guys. The Batman's Grave 12. This is going to go for $2. Beneath the Dark Crystal, number 3 of 12 is $2. Blackbird, number 1 is $2. I got a nice Iron Man run here. Iron Man number 244. Giant size special. We're missing 245, but we have 246. We have Don Johnson, Tony Stark here on the cover of issue 248 going for $2. 251 is $2. 252 is $2. You get the whole stack here. That is 2, 4, 5 comics, $10. Batman Eternal number 1 is $2, and Ghost Manor from Charlton Comics number 25 is $2. Blackest Night. Dark Crystal. All right. I got no takers on the stack, do I? The stack for 15. If not, this stuff's going away. Going once, going twice. All right, round guys taking the Ghost Manor. Gotcha. I have the Avengers number 240, number 256, number 319, number 321. If you grab all 4 of these, it is just $8. $8 for the set. I have Forgotten Realms number 9, number 10, and number 11. If you grab all 3, it's 3 for $5. We have Batman 669 going for $2. Batman Superman 37 is $2. Punisher number 12 and number 13. I'll do the pair for $4. I have X-Men, Heroes and Martyrs, The End, number 1, number 2, and number 3. You get all 3 parts. It's $5. Curtis, I got you. Darkhold number 8 is $2. Killing Red Sonja number 4 is $2. JLA number 115, number 116, number 118, and number 119. I got all 4 for $8. All 4 for $8. That's really cool stuff. This is, if you guys read in Identity Crisis, what you end up finding out was that Sue Dibney got raped by Dr. Light. And when they went after him, they wiped his mind completely and really, they messed him up. The members of the Justice League who wanted to get revenge for what he did to Sue, they really messed up Dr. Light, just totally messed him up. And then Zatanna, Batman saw Zatanna trying to wipe his memory, and all of a sudden Batman was getting angry because he was against what they were doing, but then they stopped and they wiped Batman's brain, so he didn't remember that this happened, but now he finds out and he goes nuts on those members of the JLA. Little long-winded pitch there, but it was a good run of books. And it's written by Jeff Johns and Heinberg. Alan Heinberg. They did. He's the guy who launched Young Avengers. So anyway, we got this arc here going for $8. This is a pretty big deal when it came out, and it's a good run of books. I really like that JLA stuff. That JLA run was great. I have Heavy Metal Elements Swamp God number 4. That's $2. Constantine number 5. That's $2. Wow, this is really cool. Eclipso, The Darkness Within number 1. It's actually got a gem on it over the eye. It's glued in there. You guys see that? How thick it is? That's gonna go for $2. That's pretty cool. Let the revels begin. Ding! Right. We need to shine on. We have Gretel, number 1 and number 2 from Zenoscope. That's going to go for $4. Starman, number 1 is $2. Action Comics, number 27 is $2. Vampirella, Year 1, number 6 is going to go for $2. Catwoman, number 13. This is a Night's End run. Don, let me know if you want to throw this on. Since you got all those Catwomans earlier, that's going to go for $2. Damage number 0 is $2. Commander Rao number 1 from Scout is $2. I have Evangeline and Prophet number 1. That's going to go for $2. Mephisto versus the Avengers number 4. That's going to go for $2. I have Thunder and Martian Manhunter number 1. That's going to go for $2. Indigo Children number 1. That's $2. The Crimson Avenger number 1. That's $2. Number 2 is $2. So we got them both for $4. Both for $4. Cyborg number 3, number 6, number 7, number 8, number 9. If you do all of these books, all 5, it's just $10 for all of them. DC Comics presents Hawkman #1. That's $2. Guardians of the Galaxy #25. That's $2. Amethyst Annual #1. That's going to go for $2. $2 on this. I have X-Men Annual Shatter Shot #1. That's $2. Cage #1 is $2. Some really cool stuff coming your way right now, guys. Don't miss out on these. We have DC Universe Lazarus Planet Legends Reborn #1. That's $2. Blue Beetle #7, #8, and #10. Get all 3 for $5. 3 for $5. Eight minutes left on the clock. I'm going to take down our FOMO books right now. Give you guys one last shot at calling these books. We have Amazing Spider-Man 400 going for $25. Something is Killing the Children 19 for $5. Lady Death Apocalypse issue 0. That's going to go for $10. Vampirella She. This is going to go for $5. Battle Chaser 7 is $5. Razor and She #1 is $5. Those are the FOMO books. I'm going to put them off to the side. Some of them are going to go up on eBay. All right. Dig through some of this other stuff here. The Flash 100-page giant, that's going to go for $2. I have an awesome Daredevil run right now. This is really amazing. Daredevil 301, 302, 303, 304, and 305. If you grab all of these Daredevil books, it's 2, 4, 5, all 5 for 10. All 5 for 10. I have Darkhawk #16, #17, #18, #19, #20, and #21. You grab all of these Darkhawk books, it's 2, 4, 6. I'll do all 6 for 10 for the Darkhawks. I have the Army of Darkness versus Reanimator #1. That's going to go for $2. Artist Elite #3 is going to go for $2. Walt Disney Scamp Gold Key, that's going to go for $2. Justice League #56 is $2. Aquaman #1 Future's End, $2. Walt Disney's Chip and Dale, $2. Chapel #1, #2, going to go for $4. The Boys #1 reprint, $2 on that. Batman Black and White #4, that's $2 on that. And Fate #0, that's $2 on that. All right, we have 3 minutes left on the clock here, folks. 3 minutes left on the clock, and I'm going to do a offer for you guys. If you want to claim the double board, it's going to go for $30. $30 for the double board. Claim Batman Black and White. Okay. All right. $30 for the double rack. $30 for the double rack. Do we have any takers? 2 minutes left. All right. Last thing I'm going to do before this show is over. Where's my phone? There's my phone. I'm going to do a lump sum total on the bottom row of stuff here and see if we can just move all this in one small swoop here. So it's 10, 15, 5, 5, 20, 5, 5, 5. Plus 20, plus 20, plus 20. I have $115 worth of books on the bottom row here. $115 worth of books. I'm going to mark the price down to $75 and knock $40 off that price. That's for all the bottom row books. You get that She-Hulk 1 by Dan Slott. You get that Detective Batman and Batgirl number 414. You get this Art Germ Catwoman here. You get that Mike Turner Superman, the Shadow Cabinet number 1. This is a great collection right here. These 14 books on the bottom. Lump sum total is $75. You want the double rack? It's $30. $30 for the double rack. If you want the 3 trades that we're showcasing at the top, the Venom Carnage Unleashed is 10. The Spider-Man Revelations is 10. The Daredevil is 15. That's the first run of Echo right there. So that's 10, 20, plus 15, 35. How about we call it 25 and you get all 3 trades? 25 for all 3 trades, 75 for the lower, and then 30 on the double rack. This is your last chance to clear me out. If you want to message me after show hours, that's fine too. And this is a going once, going twice kind of a thing. I'm ready to just kind of call it a week in terms of selling. I'm going to take some time now to kind of gather myself before going to these conventions. So I'm going to take care of invoicing tomorrow, shipping. I'll take care of all that stuff. We're going to start fresh on Monday. I'll be back on my channel. And then I'll be back on CBSN on Tuesday. And I'll be back here with you guys next Wednesday night. So I will see you guys later. If anybody wants to claim these, this is your chance now. I will see you guys later. Have a good night. Clear them out with a spoonful of Drano. No one's doing it, but we still had a great show. Take care, guys. I love you all.
Do you remember what it was like when you were a little kid and you got a letter in the mail? Now imagine that letter was filled with information about your favorite shows, pop culture questions, links to things you're going to want to see later, and even sneak peeks at upcoming programming here on The Experience. That's what the EXP mailing list is. Every week, we send you sneak peeks, information, and all of the relevant links for all of the shows you want to see. Sign up now on our website or scan the QR code that's on your screen right now.